Hello, my beautiful, lovely viewers. It's your girl Lizzie back here again. Yes, I'm back today with another video. I'm sure the title of this video already gives away what I'm here to talk about. A lot of people have come to me to tell me how, they feel that me getting the first class, that, I'm intelligent, I'm smart, I'm this, I'm that, But the truth of the matter is, guys, I am not smarter than you are. I am not more intelligent than you are. I am not, more hardworking than you are or anything. And, that's not why I made a first class. So today I'll be sharing with you guys some of the things that helped me, because I've realized that at some point in uni I actually figured out what worked for me in terms of studying, in terms of getting my assignments done and preparing for exams. And I decided to make that fit around my circumstances, my situation at that point. And I just walked along with that. So I didn't do what every single person at uni was doing. I did what Elizabeth could do at the with what she's got. Firstly, when I first started uni, I really did not plan to make a first class. So I think it was more of my parents, screaming at me, try to get a first class, aim for a first class. And then when I got to uni, some of the people that I mixed around with were also aiming for a first class. So I was like, okay, maybe I should take this seriously and, try and aim for a first class, so that if at all I don't make a first class, I would get a second class upper. So yeah, that was like my goal, that was my plan. So let's get to the more realistic part, because it is easy to say, yes, I'm aiming for a first class, or whatever. But circumstances change as you get on with uni and life happens, heartbreaks, money issues, so many things, physical challenges, emotional challenges, health challenges, and you just kind of like, have to work around, whatever situation you've got yourself in at that point. And I will share some of my experiences and how I worked around those, the situation I found myself in at that point in uni. And secondly, like I mentioned, mix around like-minded people. When you're having fun, yeah, you can have fun with whoever it is you want to have fun. But when it comes to studying, when it comes to getting your assignments done, preparing for exams, mix around with like-minded people. And I will come to expatiate on that later. Okay, so when it comes to classes, when it comes to modules, your subjects and, within your course, I'm not sure about any other course, but when it comes to law and law degree here in the UK and in the uni that I went to, it was, we had a mixture of online lectures and classroom-based lectures. And for me, because of my situation at the point, and I wouldn't, my situation was not is not an excuse, but it's just, like I said before, it was just what worked for me. Because at a point, I remember, especially in my final year, the end of my second year into my final year, guys, I had 3 jobs at a point. Yeah, literally. I had a job that was outside of uni, and then 2 jobs based on campus. And I had to mix up my shift. And this was because at a point I had to start, supporting my parents with rent, with bills, and feeding myself, and, it was necessary. So it wasn't like I was just trying to earn money to like have fun or anything. I needed to make that money. So that some of you guys who are in the same situation, or who may find yourself in that situation, it's not a choice. Working is not a choice. Like, you know, I had some course mates, you know, they didn't need to work unless they wanted to for experience or anything, because they had a lot of money being pumped into their account from home, from their parents, their rich parents and stuff. And my parents could do only what they could, and God helping them, they didn't have, you know, they were able to sort out my fees, which is like thousands of pounds per semester and everything. And the little I could do was, you know, help in terms of settling my bills, my rent, you know, some of my rent. And even with that, they still helped me, you know. I thank God. But also, I always say my parents are the best, you know. They strived always to give us the best. So yeah, that was part of my situation. And also, I in my final year, I was holding a position with the university fellowship, Christian fellowship on campus. And that was part of my responsibility, which I wasn't forced to take, but it was something that I really wanted to do. I was in charge of dance, drama, and all those, you know, artistic things, which I really enjoyed doing. And it was an opportunity for me to be able to head that department. So yeah, I took that upon myself. And with all of that, you know, I couldn't really be going to every single class. And also because in my first year and second year, I realized that going to class did not really help me. And that's just me. You know, a lot of times some of the lecturers would just read from the same slides that have been uploaded online. And I just thought, you know, this is a waste of my time. So I figured out a way to, you know, get all the knowledge that I need, which was mainly studying online, studying by myself, and also having group discussions, group studies with people who felt like me, who felt that they studied or they get more knowledge from listening to other people. And you know, because classes, you have an hour, top 2 hours class, and the lecturer is not just gonna let everybody keep on talking without them doing their teaching or whatever it is they're there to do. So you've got a limited time. But when you have group studies with friends, you know, it could go for as long as you guys want. You can, and then because it was law, we used to argue about things. I mean, we'll argue about principles, about case laws, about, you know, so many things within the particular topic we're talking about at the point. And for me, I picked out knowledge from what every single person was talking about. And me too, I shared, you know, what I could share. And from that, I would, you know, take all of that and, you know, use it in my assignments, use it in my exams, because law, it was easy. I think it was just easier to do that with law, because at the end of the day, the lecturers or the markers want you to, you know, bring your opinion into whatever it is you're answering. So yes, you've mentioned all the principles or the case laws, you've applied them, but what do you think? You know, what's your argument? And already listening to like 5 of us or 3-4 of us arguing about this same thing, like, guys, I already figured out my arguments. I just take from here, from there, and when I'm doing my own personal preparation and stuff, I use all of that to bring in my argument together. And I think a lot of us in that group did the same thing, and it was easier for us to study together. And you know, sometimes I would know quite a lot about a particular topic, and then sometimes it's the other person who knows a lot about a particular topic, and when we come together, I just found it easier to understand things, and that worked for me. So what I would say is find what works for you. Some people can't do that. They have to go to every single class. Me, I just thank God that worked for me, and you know, just fit right into my situation, because I couldn't afford to go to every single class. And you know, some of them that I could have made time to go to, once I know the lecturer that's taking the class, I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna get anything from this. And that's because I've been to that lecturer's class before, and their method of teaching or, you know, lecturing just did not help me gain anything. So there was no point of wasting my time. I used that time to go and earn money to pay for my bills and feed myself, and you know, sort out rent and all of that. So yeah, find what works for you in terms of learning. And with modules, I would advise, guys, do not hate any module, any subject, any topic. You know, you may dislike them, because if you dislike them, at least you can still tolerate them. So when you have group discussions, you're not like, oh, please, guys, call me when you're talking about something else. No, you sit down there because you can still tolerate it. You know you need to gain this knowledge. So you sit down there and you guys, you know, you talk, you get whatever it is you can get. Because once you hate a topic or you hate a module, you don't even want to hear anything about it. You know, because I had that. There was a particular land law. Yeah, there was a time I really, really hated land law. And when anyone was like land law, I'm just like, just shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. I don't want to hear about this. And then I came to a point that I wasn't doing so well. And I had to sit down and be like, you know what? Yeah, you may not like this module, Elizabeth, but you ain't got a choice. Because, like I always say, the marks you get matter. So in my own opinion, I feel like all those A's, you know, yeah, someone say, oh, I got an A in that exam or in that test. And then another person says, A, I got an A as well, I got a B. I don't really care about that. Whether I got an A and a B, you know, I care about the numbers, because one person got a C and the other person got a C. C for that person could have been 52 and your C could have been 59 or 58. You see that 6, you know, the difference of 6 or 7 marks tends to make a lot of difference when they're calculating your grade at the end of the day to know whether you made a first class or not. So that's what I cared about in uni. So I realized that was what was really pulling me backwards, especially in terms of land law. So I told myself, you know what, I'm not going to hate this topic anymore. I'm gonna mix around people that are good with this and hear them talk, and that really helped me. And you know, yeah, somebody else may say, oh, I got a B, and I could have gotten a C, but my C is like what, 58, and their B is like what, 61, 62. It makes a lot of difference, but that was how I was finally able to match up. And then after a while I started getting B's, you know, and I'm not sure if I ever got an A for land law, but at the end of the day, everything added up. So don't worry about all that, oh, this person got an A. Just make sure that whatever you're getting, you know, A, B, C, you're not on the lower side of A, you know, on the lower side of B, because yeah, it would affect your overall grade at the end of the day. And then also, see, it is all right to not like a lecturer or to hate, depending on the spectrum, on where on the spectrum you're in with this particular lecturer. But never hate the module, guys. Never hate the module. You know, you can separate your feelings for the lecturer from the module. And sometimes once you're able to do that, you can tolerate it. Nobody's saying love the module, because there's some modules that you love and there's some that you just wouldn't love, but be able to tolerate it. You can dislike it, never hate it. And lastly, try to get internships during summer. Yes, try to get internships for whatever course it is you're studying. For me, with law, in my 2nd and 3rd year, I was able to get internships back in Nigeria for the 2 summer breaks, for those 2 school years, and they really helped me because you get to see how things are practically done, and the legal setup, you know, the case laws and everything here in the UK, they're quite similar to the ones in Nigeria, because the Nigerian legal system is kind of like adapted from the UK legal system. So you find some case laws and, you know, being used in Nigeria as well. So coming back into the UK, you know, I was able to actually apply some of the things that I saw being done firsthand, you know, in my assignments and my, you know, write-ups and whatever it was I was doing at uni, even with arguing with friends. You know, when I say arguments, like academic arguments, like discussions within our group. And that really, that really helped, because you actually get to see how things are being done. You're not just I will put it this way, you're actually seeing the practical aspect of things, and that kind of separates you from a lot of people, because they're just getting all the theoretical knowledge of whatever it is you guys are doing, but you actually get to see how these laws or how these things that you're learning at uni, how they're actually been applied in real life situations. So that kind of gives you an advantage. So try to get summer jobs in your area of studying, in the field of what you're studying, and that would help, because it helped me. So overall, what I'm trying to say is, if you think your situation would not allow you to go to every single class and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna fail, no, you're not gonna fail. You just have to find other ways to get the knowledge that they're getting, and maybe even more knowledge. Yes, that's all I've got for you guys today. In my next video, I will be talking about how to save while you're at uni. Especially if you're not the type that you're getting all the pounds and dollars and naira or whatever from your rich parents' pockets. You're probably like me, who had to work. It is quite hard to save, especially when you have to sort out rent, you have to sort out some bills, so many things. You have to buy textbooks. I will be talking about that in my next video, and hopefully it would be of help to some of you guys, just as I hope that this video right now that you're watching would be of help to you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all again shortly. Bye.